everyone, and welcome to Petty N. On my channel, I express my opinions and my opinion only. This is protected by my First Amendment right from the U.S. Constitution. I do my own research on publicly available information and websites. Today, we need to address some of the recent statements of John Lauro, the high-profile defense attorney representing Wendi Adelson. These comments and remarks were aimed at the Justice for Dan Markell community. Here is a small clip of John Lauro appearing at Donna Adelson's trial.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning. John Lauro on behalf of Wendi Adelson. Your Honor, we previously filed a motion to make a brief statement before Ms. Adelson testifies. We'd like to make clear for the record that she is appearing pursuant to a state subpoena that by law furnishes her with use and derivative use immunity.
Recently, John Lauro dismissed public interest in this case by labeling everyday citizens and legal observers as a lynch mob. Let's be entirely clear about what is happening here. John Lauro is a veteran criminal defense attorney whose job it is to deflect attention away from his client. But using the term lynch mob crosses a dangerous line. Today, we're going to look at why Lauro's words are a deliberate attempt to incite emotion and why his language, not the community's demand for accountability, is what is actually stirring up images of violence. When a high-powered attorney throws around a phrase like lynch mob, they know exactly what they're doing. They are invoking a dark, lawless history of vigilante murder. But if you have followed this case from the beginning, you know this is a pattern for John Lauro. Back in August of 2016, Lauro co-authored an official statement on behalf of the Adelson family. At the time, law enforcement was heavily scrutinizing the family, and Lauro released a statement boldly claiming that any suggestion the Adelsons were involved in Dan Markell's murder was nothing more than fanciful fiction. Fast forward to today, that fanciful fiction has turned into a hard, undeniable reality. Charlie Adelson has been convicted. Donna Adelson has been convicted. Multiple co-conspirators are behind bars because of a mountain of state evidence. The public wasn't chasing a fairy tale in 2016, Mr. Lauro. We were looking at the facts. Now that Lauro's 2016 fanciful fiction defense has completely crumbled under the weight of 5 convictions, Lauro has pivoted to a much more dangerous narrative. He is trying to claim that a virus of mob mentality is taking over social media. Let's flip the mirror back onto John Lauro. He is the one introducing the language of violence into a peaceful, legally focused discussion. The Justice for Dan Markell community hasn't broken any laws. We aren't gathering with weapons in the streets. We are watching public trials, reviewing state evidence, and expecting the legal system to work. By using weaponized inciting language, Lauro is trying to paint everyday citizens as dangerous threats. It is a classic legal misdirection. He wants to manufacture a victim complex for Wendi Adelson by vilifying the public. Let's talk about what this community actually does. We watch public records and transparent courtroom proceedings. We are waiting for jurors to return lawful verdicts. We want to ensure that the murder of a brilliant law professor isn't brushed under the rug. There is nothing lawless about wanting a thorough investigation into a brutal multi-person murder-for-hire plot. To equate public scrutiny with historic violent lawlessness isn't just an exaggeration. It is deeply offensive and deliberately provocative. Lauro praises prosecutors for following the rule of law while simultaneously insulting the citizens who support those very prosecutors. Wendi Adelson has repeatedly been named as an unindicted co-conspirator by the state, wanting to know if the state will follow the evidence to the very end isn't mob mentality. It is demand for equal justice under the law. John Lauro tried to shield his client's family in 2016 by mocking the investigation as fiction. Now he's trying to scare people into silence by labeling them a lynch mob. But citizen advocacy is protected, it is peaceful, it is necessary. The people stirring up memories of violence are the ones using inflammatory rhetoric to shield their clients from public scrutiny. Mr. Lauro, it is you. We will keep our focus exactly where it belongs, on the facts, in the courtroom, and on securing complete justice for Dan Markel. Thank you.